Hi, so in this video you are going to be learning about option 2 for the theme park advertising portion of the project. So as a reminder, this part of the project needs to be done individually even if you did the previous sections in a team. So for option 2 you are going to be designing one print advertisement. So you are choosing between option 1, which was creating 2 billboards, or option 2, creating a print ad. So let's learn a little bit about the parts of a print ad. So there are several that you need to include in your advertisement for your theme park. So first off, a print advertisement is in print. It's generally the size of a single sheet of paper, standard size, and they are typically found in magazines. That's going to be the most commonplace. And for theme parks, they often will advertise in local magazines. So for example, if you had a theme park in Rochester, there is a magazine available for free in a lot of downtown locations called Rochester Magazine, and that is an excellent place to advertise local businesses. So your advertisement might be in a travel magazine or something having to do with the specific region or city where your park is located. So you're going to be creating a print advertisement for your entire park. You might be promoting the grand opening or the opening of your park or a certain ride within it. But whatever you are focusing on, you need to have these different elements visible on your print advertisement. So the first thing all print ads tend to include is something called a headline. In this case, it's going to be the Save Our Seas. It's usually the biggest font on the page, so it's going to be large and easy to read. Its purpose is to attract attention, and the aim is to get viewers to stop and look at the rest of the advertisement. It might be a large font, it might be a bright color, something to attract attention. The next thing you're going to have is an illustration, which if you are choosing to create the print ad for this class, you will most likely be drawing it, but in reality it would be an image. So this is as important as the headline, because oftentimes a person might be attracted to just text, or they might be more attracted to the image. So this is oftentimes noticed even before the text, because people, lots of us are visual learners and we are attracted to those images. You want an exciting image to draw attention to the rest of your advertisement. This is just another example here of a very striking image. This particular print ad has very little text. So this is promoting a sugar-free candy, and so you see all the ants are walking around it to illustrate the fact that it's sugar-free. Typically ants are attracted to sugar. Alright, the next piece we have is what's known as copy, and this is all of the other text on the page. So in this print ad, the Let's Plant More Trees is the headline, and all of this other text is the copy. So it supports the headline and provides additional information to the viewer. So oftentimes words are used to build some sort of desire or to get people to take some sort of action. So in the case of your theme parks, it's to build that desire to come to the park, inviting people to purchase tickets, so there might be information encouraging people to come to the park. And the last piece that we have is known as the signature. So this is going to include a few different elements and will vary by ad, but you're going to have your company name. So a lot of times the signature elements are in a corner. So in this case, Tazo is the brand, and so that's the company name down here, and we have a website. Oftentimes you'll see social media icons as well, because that's another way to interact with customers. And this is a little bit hard to see here, but we have the company up here, and we have, I believe over here, and this is very tiny, is going to be, there's a website there. And same with this one, we've got the logo down here in a corner, and then over here we have a website in this upper corner. So that's all example of what's known as the signature. So for your print advertisement, if you are choosing this option, you'll be designing a full page print advertisement for your theme park, either focusing on the whole park or a specific ride or a grand opening. See this as a draft that would later be handed off to a graphic designer in real life. We won't be doing that piece in class, but you should be creating a draft of your print ad that could be modified later in a more professional way. So you have to include a headline, which might be a slogan for your park. You have to include some kind of illustration or image. You have to include copy, so some kind of description, some kind of call to action to encourage people to come to the park. And for your signature, you have to include a logo, a web address, and ideally some social media icons as well. So I encourage you to do this hand-drawn unless you have exceptional graphic design skills. So it should look relatively realistic, or that it could be handed off to a professional graphic designer to recreate it. So this is option 2 of the theme park advertising project.